Hey everybody, coming to you today here with another Bible review. This time we're going to be looking at a new Bible that came out a couple months ago back in January, but this is an exclusive binding that comes from Westminster Theological Bookstore. It's a hardback. As you can see here, it comes in a little slipcase. And this is the English Standard Version ESV Bible with Creeds and Confessions. This is the cloth overboard tan. Now, you may have seen these that have come out the past few months. There's a goat skin binding. There's a couple of other ones as well. There's a tan, true tone, and then another true tone overboard, kind of like this one. But this one is the one here that we're going to look at. And like I said, the only place you can get this is at WTS. Bookstore.com, Westminster Bookstore, and it's a special edition. So I'm going to set this aside here. We'll take a look at this. As you can see, it's a hardback copy. You have your little gold emblem on the front. On the back, you can see that it does have a couple of raised hubs: Holy Bible, ESV with Creeds and Confessions, English Standard Version, and Crossway. It does have hinges here on the spine. And it comes with two dark maroon ribbons. Now when you open it up, of course it's a paste down binding. It's Smith sewn. And it has, of course, your presentation page, your birth and marriages. And I have did a review on this before. It was the goat skin version from Crossway. And this is one of my favorite Bibles. It's the one that I personally use, and I have the goatskin one. We're going to look at it as well. But this is the 2016 edition, and this one is printed in China. All of these bindings, and regardless of what binding it is, even the goatskin is printed in China. So we'll get through the preface here. And here's what you have. This is your text. It's a double column paragraph format with your textual notes and your references down here at the bottom and the right. It is line matched, and what this is a 10.5 font, and it's identical to the large print ultra thin. And if you're familiar with the higher end Omegas, it's the same text block as the Omega, except the Omega has a 9.5 font. Or maybe it's a 10 font. I can't remember. It's a little smaller font. You'll see that you have subtopical headings at the top of your chapters and throughout the text. Your poetry or your prayers are set up in a little bit different fashion here as well. Here you can see Adam's descendants, Noah and the flood. And so as you go through, all this is just going to be the same block text as your large print ultra thin. Of course, the paper on it's not really bad. You can see that there's not a whole lot of bleed through, and as far as I can tell, it's the same kind of paper that even comes into your goatskin Bible. And we'll compare them here in a second. But I want to get back here to the back, because in the back is where you're going to find all of the extras that are unique to this Bible. Here's your weights and measures, your concordance. As you can see, it's a fairly large concordance here. And then when you get back here, it has 13 creeds and confessions. Now, the contents, I'm not going to read them all, but you'll see here's the second one, the Baptist Confession, Westminster Larger and Shorter Catechism, Westminster Confession, the Canons of Dort, Apostles' Creed, Nicene Creed, and so on. There's 13 different ones. You can pause the video and look at these if you want to. And each one of them has an introduction. Here's the introduction to the Apostles' Creed. Here's the introduction to the Nicene Creed. And so as you go through, you'll see that each one of them have different characteristics to them. And here is your introduction to the Second London Baptist Confession. So, get all the way back here to the back. Here's your larger and shorter catechism, for the Westminster Confession. You have a couple maps in the back. They're kind of an eggshell. They're not really a glossy map, which I like. And then one or two little pages in the back to write on. Now, you say, what's the difference? This is the goatskin version. This is my personal Bible, and as we flip through it, I'm going to have a couple highlights and different things, but I wanted to open it up and look. Of course, there's some differences. This is a much more expensive Bible. Of course, you're going to have gold gilding and art gilding and all that, but I wanted to look at and just quickly compare. Let's look at Isaiah 57. Yeah, and I just want to compare the paper. Here we go. Now, as you can see, the paper on these two, you might not be able to tell it from the video, but this paper has got just a touch of more of a cream color. This is more of a bright white, I can't think of what the name of it is, but it's more of a like a daylight, I want to say, color, where this is more of a cream. But as you can see, the bleed through on these are virtually the same. I mean, there's not a whole lot of difference in them. But I just wanted to take a quick look at that and just kind of give you an idea of the paper quality that was the same. So I've heard a lot of people talk about, the goatskin version from Crossway wasn't as great as they thought it would have been, and it was more sensible to get one like this that was cheaper. You can get these for between $30 and $50, and then they would have them rebound, and it was a lot better copy than what Crossway was putting out with their goatskins. So that's the only reason why I mention and show you the paper quality on the goatskin. But this has been the review on this ESV with Creeds and Confessions. This is the WTS bookstore exclusive. You can't get this copy anywhere else but there. It's the tan hardback. And it's a very nice copy. Like I said, if you're thinking about getting one for a rebind or whatever it may be, definitely worth your time to get the hardbound copies. It's the exact same thing as what I've got in the goatskin. Of course, this one's going to be more floppy and all that, but this is a hardback. So anyways, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure that you like the video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.